Know that today's topic is going to be about social interactions. For those who haven't seen, please have a look. It was just about what I'm going to cover today. Even if you don't see that, you can see this live what I'm going to share today. Okay, coming back to the topic of social interactions. This is one area which many parents struggle. Some parents dread is social interactions. How my child will interact in social gatherings, in social situations. When my child leaves the confines of and comfort of the home, how will my child interact with his friends, peers, relatives? Not all are going to be understanding, not all are going to be empathetic, not all know about the child. So then what do I do when I see my child struggling to answer basic questions that his age group peers, friends are asking him? As a parent, how does it affect me when I see children of my child's age or younger to my child communicating and having a conversation back and forth, and here my child is either saying only few words or just completely non-verbal? How do I deal with this emotion? How do I deal with this situation? Firstly, okay, this is purely a mom talking. I have been there. I know what it is. So this is my own experiences. Okay, firstly, never shy to take your child out in social gatherings. Okay, if we are shy to take them out, or if we are dreading how will people talk to him, how will he talk? Firstly, before let's leave the child aside, let us work on ourselves. We need to get ourselves confident. There is more to our child than speech. Our child has definitely more capabilities, abilities, qualities, strengths, positivity in the child, which is going to overcome his area that is speech. Trust me, I also had this fear. Like if I put my child in a play school, for example, if I put my child in a nursery, playground and parties are fine, I'm going to be there. But what will happen in a play school? What will happen in a nursery? My child is just talking with a few words, and out of it some are not even clear. How will my child cope? But one thing I realized is language is just one medium to cope. There are a lot of other skills that needs to be developed at the same time. What if the other skills my child has already developed that and is a strong person? Just because of this one area that is affected, that is a little delayed, do I prevent him? I took the initiative to send him, and the feedback I got was, let the speech be where it is. He is one of the most friendliest persons in the class. He takes the initiative to make friends. So my fear was like, he's making the effect, taking the strength, he's taking the step to make friends. Wow. In his own way of touching them or calling them, he used to call them to play with him, he used to call them to sit with them, and he used to also take part in the activities. So every child will have a positive trait. They can cope. We don't have to see the child through our eyes always. Just allow the child to go there. Yes, in schools we're not going to be there. So what do we do then? We need to communicate clearly to the teachers, to the principal, who all are going to directly or indirectly are involved with our children. They need to be told where our child is going to need help. Okay, I see many parents not very comfortable in talking in detail. There is something that prevents them from telling that my child has a speech delay. Why? What is there so much of a hesitation? Is it an hesitation? Is it an embarrassment? There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Everybody, you, me, everybody in life is facing a struggle. Okay? These are young children whose struggles are very evident in front of the world. But our drawbacks, our weaknesses, we are very now smart enough to hide them from the world. Okay? Let us not make our child feel any less inferior. They are not inferior, guys. They are not inferior. They can do some things which even others won't be able to do. Let us encourage them. So schools, wherever you feel your child is going to go alone, those adults, those people definitely need to know exactly what is the issue with the child, what are the what is your child struggling with. Only when you are confident about the child, only when you share to them, will they be able to help. And if they cannot help, then definitely it is a red flag alert. Move it out. This is not the right school for the child. Simple as that. Now coming back to playgrounds. How will my child be? Simple. Every time a child approaches your child, you don't need to go running there and say, hey, what is the child going to ask? Show your curiosity. Just wait. Sometimes the child will, if suppose the child comes and says, may I have the toy, for example, which is in your child's hand, you might be expecting a child to say, yeah, sure, I have it. No, you may just give it. So there you can just pause a minute, just hold on there. You understood, your child is comprehending that. So let the children will work. Children sometimes can surprise you. Trust me, they can surprise you, okay? Let them explore on their own selves. Children will work well with children. They have a different knack. Now for social gatherings where adults are asking and the child is not answering, we don't need to be very, very informative about the child to just people who we socially meet. If it's just a hi and a bye and the child is not responding, you just say, whatever your child's name is, say hello to auntie. See, auntie saying hi to you. Okay, then take your child and say, okay, if you want some time to say hi, it's fine. We can say it the next time, no problem. Make the child feel that he or she is not pressurized to have a greeting conversation at the beginning. We can give it another chance. Child learns, there's a next chance, there's a next time. Of course there is a next time. Okay, we know in the heart of us the next time can be during the next time, it can take some months and years. But what the child is seeing, that I am not pressurized to communicate. I have given my space, and yet I am a part of this gathering. Another thing is, and as parents now, we definitely will feel something or the other, like emotionally bad, or we might feel sad, like look at that, like my child is also this age, that child is on this age, but it's not about comparing, okay? This video is not for parents who feel I'm going to compare. I'm not comparing. When you be on that boat where it's a different, we are not comparing, we are happy for the other child, trust me. But definitely as a parent we do feel sad, like what is it, but then immediately say, stop it, my child is good at this. I also learned through a lot, okay? When we look at the positive traits of a child, we'll realize that a child had so many positive traits, and they still have so many positive traits. But because, so just concentrate on that. Concentrate on where the child was and 5 months back, 6 months back, 1 year back, and where is the child today. Think about that thing from the child's perspective. Don't look at the age milestones. See, let's accept the truth, okay? If a child is expressive speech delayed or having any kind of delay, the very fact delay means the child is not in par with the age milestone. But then, as I always said in my always I say, every child will bloom in its own space. All flowers don't bloom at the same time. Okay, we just have to be very positive, very encouraging when we are alone also, but double that when our kids are around. Because how we talk, how our body is reacting to situations and circumstances, okay, it will be important. Definitely in children's playground, every time we do not have to intervene in a child's play. Let them play it among themselves. But if you feel it's not being managed well and children are not able to understand, definitely you can be a voice for your child. But be sure that that voice for your child is not leading to an interference in deciding things in the game or deciding actions in the game. We can be the voice for the child, definitely, if we need to be, but you need to keep a little space and a gap. Okay, work on your positivity, work on seeing the positive traits in your child. Look where your child was 6 months back, and the best people to tell you will be some family members or friends who have seen your child, say 6 months or 1 year back, and seeing them today, and then they will have a real good, if you want that positivity, we don't need I'm sure that nobody needs a certificate from another person to say, but if that's what it takes to motivate you, please do that. But if you're going to look at some book and say, 4 years, these all milestones had to be achieved, it's not achieved, 5 years, it's going to depress you, okay? It's going to really make you upset and sad, and then we're going to get stagnant in our approach, in our working with the child. Hope this video has been meaningful. and I hope it's going to benefit one and all. Yeah, take care. Bye bye.